We're back.
Hey, back again with the toy challenge number 5.
That's right.
Getting ready to. Sorry, let me bring the music down. Getting ready to jump through all the submissions that you guys did for this one, and there was quite a lot.
There
So we have a lot to get through.
Yeah, I think the main thing is like there were so many that we weren't able to cover in the top 10. They're like, we've got to go over and like give everybody a little bit of love because there's just too many great ones we didn't want to pass over. So
Definitely.
this is our 5th community challenge. Obviously, we're going to keep doing these. It's so fun to see everybody submit their work. And for this one, we were focusing on the Spider-Man Toyverse, which was a great name, by the way. And basically just using any Spider-Man figure in your shot, at least one, and kind of just having fun with it, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think Toyverse is just a fun word in general, especially like because we can make whatever crossovers we want, and it can just go together because all the toys can mingle, you know?
For sure. And that's what makes it fun. So, all right, without any further ado, let's jump into it because we do have a lot to go through.
We do have a lot. So first up, Toymirth.
That's very great.
That's cool.
Toymirth does a lot of really great work. This one's fun. I thought this was creative that they actually told a little bit more of instead of a singular story, like having kind of these panels. That's really cool.
It is fun. You see different ways that people will jump into these toy photos and bringing in sort of inspiration from comics.
Yeah.
Whether it's through cutouts or, like with the word bubbles and things, or some of these like more storyboard like ones are super cool to see too.
Yeah, I like it. And also you were kind of saying Toyverse, like mixing in different things. I know the box is from the Ninja Turtles.
It is.
This is from the Mezco.
Yep.
Yeah, and then obviously the Spidey stuff. So cool. I love like,
and even the cup right there, I think, is from the Marvel Legends one, and this is the Sentinel one, right? Is that right?
Yeah, that's the Marvel Legends one right now. That we're seeing there.
The figure?
Shot. Oh, sorry. The cup.
Yeah, the cup is the Marvel Legends one, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't come with the Sentinel figure?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Nope. And I love this. Man, this is such a good figure. The soft goods are amazing.
Yeah, it is. I thought, wait, so the Sentinel does come with the soft goods on this as well?
Yes. I think. Yes.
Unless you use the Mafex.
No. The Sentinel is the Mafex one.
The Mafex comes with the soft goods for sure. But
yes,
you're saying that they probably got the sweatpants from a different figure or separately.
What I meant. Yeah. I know there's some other shots using the same like figures that they cross over.
Yeah.
But it's nice. Like we were talking about in the last stream when we did the top 10 with Paul, talking about like picking and choosing all the best pieces to make kind of your ultimate like Peter Parker or whichever figure you like. This is a cool perspective.
Yes.
I like seeing the kind of the there's a couple other shots where it's like seeing over the shoulder, over behind them. Our winner actually had a really great shot, kind of similar to this. But
yeah, it's definitely cool to put Spider-Man at the edge of one of the buildings, and having. I really do want a diorama piece that has like a rooftop basically, or something like that, because. Yeah, you could just always do these cool like Batman photos or Spider-Man photos with them.
Turtles,
yeah, turtles. Like it's a solid dio to get. So we got some behind the scenes there using the Digirama technique made famous by Jason Young.
Digirama for the win, man.
Yeah, I think that Digirama is such a game changer, like in terms of flexibility, variety of backgrounds, especially if you don't have a diorama to do that with, or can't actually go to like that like scene or whatever.
Definitely adds depth to the shot.
Yes, but it's not just stopping at the diorama or the Digirama, right? It's like the stuff that you layer in, like the physical pieces to kind of help feel like it's all one shot, one place, one scene at the same time.
When I started with Digirama, it was all about, for the most part, about using the background. Yeah. But then over time, I kind of got bored. Like, we got to do more and like add in the foreground. Instead of that being the focus, it becomes part of the background to help just fill out the scene that I was already building. But
Yeah, I think one of the first ones that I do remember seeing photos of yours, well, not one of the first photos, but one of the first that photos that stand out to me with what you're
mhm.
talking about
Yeah,
was the Django Fett one.
yeah.
Yeah, where I think I remember you placing like different objects in the foreground and in the background for that one.
Yep. It
That was
made a
really cool.
huge
So,
difference. That was like one of the first shots that really blew up in terms of
oh yeah,
that. It was
yeah,
unexpected.
that
But
was that one was sweet.
Digiron was great, but also extreme sets and like these types of flat, I believe.
Yeah, it works definitely with the shallow depth of field. Like if you have a more blurred background, like
Hmm.
that kind of stuff works so well, and it is convincing to.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's just something flat, you know.
Yeah. I think what also it helps, and kind of what we were talking about with Digirama as well, where you've got the lighting that's printed out on this material. It's somewhat flat, but you still have some shadowing like on these little grates. And so
Hmm.
trying to match that with your physical light
Yep,
helps. Or right here, you've got like a shadow. So it's kind of like up in the
up
upper
in
right
the.
coming.
Yep.
So you've got a light there, and then that light bounces off the actual figures and the subject and like this piece right here. That's what
Hmm.
really helps sell that shot.
Yep, agreed.
And I
You
love all these
got
little dio pieces.
some of the cutout word pieces as
Yeah.
well to kind of bring in that.
ACBA.
Hmm.
It's awesome. So this is the SH figure art, it looks like, Spidey.
Yeah, that looks like the new Toby one.
Yeah.
That's such a great
Cool.
figure. I have
And
that
then,
one as well.
and then Red Hood right here. It's like the best toy expression.
Oh yeah. Someone else used that figure for like the bus driver.
Yeah. I
You
think that's
remember that?
towards the end of this selection. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's such a good
Yeah,
figure, right?
it is. It is.
These are fun, like especially with the Spider-Verse, they're it's animated, so it's so colorful.
Yeah, I was gonna mention the color.
I love seeing how all these colors pop in the
Yeah,
background.
it's capturing that blues, the pinks, the purples from the
Hmm.
Spider-Verse sort of color palette.
Really
And
pushing the intensity. I
mhm,
love that. There you go, another Futurama.
nice. It's
Yeah.
cool. The one thing, if I was to give some critique for this one,
Mhm.
is trying to match like the tone of like the light color that they're
Oh
using,
yeah,
because it's a little warm, right? Whereas
right.
maybe in that, I mean, it's possible that the building that he's flying near or something like that
It's true.
is radiating that color. So maybe I should just be quiet. But
But if you're talking about trying to marry that into the digital, like
right,
that's where it
the
really helps
tone.
sell it.
If it was a more of like a blue light or something, or had uh blues or pinks, or if you use some kind of
Mhm.
gel over your light to kind of help blend it a little bit more,
Yeah.
maybe.
Even if you added like a secondary light, I think that would, like you were saying, to get some rim light from like the
Oh
blue.
yeah, from behind it or something like that, or from below actually, like because
Yep.
he's flying above everything.
Oh, good point. Yeah, because he's way above that
Mhm.
cityscape. It's really nice though.
That is
SK
cool.
Fresh. I
It's a
forget.
great pose though. It's really cool.
I should have been calling out people's names. We
Oh
talked
yeah.
about Dwayne's in our top 10 with Paul extensively. So obviously he's awesome. So we won't spend
Yep.
time on that and rehash it. But Dwayne's amazing. And then Paulo Picasso, another
Yeah, that's cool.
recent artist who's been, well, I should say recent as far as me finding his work. And then also joining in on a lot of the
Yeah, the challenges.
photo challenges. Awesome work. This one's really cool. You did a shot similar like this a while ago. A very creative perspective where you've got focusing on the figure, but then you've got like Doc Ock's arms, making it feel like kind of like a first person perspective.
Yeah.
Uh, so dope.
Yeah, I love that. It's when I was doing that kind of shot, it was also just interesting in terms of framing, because
Mhm.
like you have, his tentacle pieces or whatever, like coming from each corner or various parts of like the image, so it's also pointing to Spider-Man in the center.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
yeah,
Those
it's
leading
super
lines,
cool.
right?
Exactly.
And here
So
you go. The technique. I mean, I did, I used it for mine. It's not anything new, but
oh
the
yeah.
plexiglass or mirror or multi-plane technique that I'm exploring, or I explored last month. It works so well for Spider-Man shots.
It
So
does.
love seeing that.
Anything that's flying around, like I don't know if I've done it before.
I think you
Trying to
have.
think.
I know
Have I?
Spencer's done it a few times.
Yeah, Spencer's done it. The way that he did it was super cool with like all the fish or
Yeah,
the
like
aquatic
above.
life. Yeah, above the Aquaman
Yeah.
in the throne or something. Yeah, super cool. Is that like a one of those tin cookie boxes over there that he's using, or
Oh,
what
this is like
is that like a
an actual lunchbox.
lunchbox?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's awesome.
Just
That's
using
what's so
anything
cool.
as like props to kind of
For real, yeah. I
that's what
think
I do too.
I just love seeing the BTS because it looks kind of wonky here, but then when you look at the shot, it's like, what does the lens see? Like that's really what counts.
Yeah. All that other stuff is more like you're in the creative zone, so like your creativity isn't just bound to what's in front of the camera. It's like
Right.
you have to use like, oh, this could be a great stand for this, like in
Uh-huh.
in real time. So
Sometimes I have to like prop something up, and I need things to be the exact same height, like four of them,
yeah.
like all plexiglass. So I found like boxes and like different things. So it's
Yeah.
whatever you can find in the moment. Like that's the most important thing. And
Yep.
then, like with Angel Predrag, we've got these beautiful dioramas.
Mm.
These, dios are so much fun because you've got the physical construction of each piece. You can layer them however you want. You've got so much more control. And just like I know you enjoy lighting, being able to have something that you can really let the light in the scene
Yes.
dictate kind of the mood and the tone and all these different textures. And so
Yeah.
having like the physical props and the physical dio walls and stuff, I just really love.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously gonna make the image more convincing and more feel like you're not just looking at a toy, but it
Hmm.
feels like it's because everything is similar in terms of whether it's scale or like there is actual physical textures on it and
Yeah.
stuff like for the light to catch. Like it's it's really a game changer if you haven't used diodes before and then you kind of just do
Hmm.
it because you're just kind of like spoiled and you're like, oh man, I wish I had a diode for this and this and this
Exactly.
scenario.
This is a fun. I like the just how he feels, lonely and kind of
Yep.
isolated. That's really great. And also just throwing in stuff like the
Like the
backpack and
boxes,
the
the
soft.
moving boxes
Yeah,
and things.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Love that so much. Man, look at this. That's
Look at
cool.
that team up.
Uncle
Is that
Sam.
the Manipple one? Oh
Uh,
no, Uncle Sam. Uncle
Uncle
Sam.
Sam. Yeah. Um,
Yo, his stuff is so good. Like I've seen his like Marvel Legends repaints and
yeah.
wow. I'm like always blown away by those.
Yeah. And Marvel Legends NL always does really beautiful like composites and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
that's sweet.
so nice. It's cool seeing all three of these together. And I love that Deadpool's in there too.
Hey, you never know, man. Like, isn't that movie coming out soon on
Yeah.
Marvel Studios?
Yeah. This is also cool. I like when I haven't been doing it, but I enjoy when an artist might shoot something and it won't like it's larger than the Instagram crop. And
Mhm.
so being able to share like the full photos. So I know Tom Iavawatu does that a lot with his
Oh
shot.
yeah, he'll add like the side
Yeah.
border type of thing.
Yeah. It's nice seeing a little bit more because this whole shot here feels different than this one. So it's nice
100%.
seeing like the different
Yeah.
proportions.
I know it's interesting. I wonder if Instagram will ever do that where you could see the entire photo on the feed.
Who knows?
Kind of like, on TikTok or Reels now, like it takes up the entire screen space.
If TikTok is doing it, then probably.
I mean, I don't know if TikTok's doing it for photos, like I don't even can you even post
Instagram's going to
photos
be
on there?
more. Instagram's pushing to video like 100%,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
so I think there's no reason why they wouldn't. But
Yeah. I guess it's just the way that you're scrolling the feed,
yeah,
it's more of like a wheel, right? As
right.
opposed to TikTok, it's more of like a click. Like it's
Oh,
like
true.
you see one and kind of like you have to
Yeah,
do it. It's not like a and it like goes
I see
through.
what you mean. Yeah, great shot. So cool.
Yeah.
Nice
Very
posing
cool.
too. The nuance posing is really great. And using these accessories. Sometimes you get little accessories like this that don't really work for every pose or every shot, but sometimes they do, and this is a really great one
Yeah.
to do it. Toys and photography.
Oh,
What
that's
a great name.
dope. I mean,
This
it's just cool to see this group together.
exactly.
I think that's fun. It's always cool to collect figures and then have like the entire team building the entire team, like and then
Yes.
finally getting them all, whether it's on your shelf or doing photos like this.
That's why I was excited at the very end of Across the Spider-Verse that we got to
Mhm.
see the original OGs like
Mm,
Spider Noir, Spider
yes.
Ham, Spider. Like I'm like yes, need
I
them.
don't I don't know if I was talking to you about it I was like, I wonder if we'll see. Well, the name is blanking on me for some reason. Penny.
Penny, she
Yeah,
was there.
yeah, yeah. She was there, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that means she's gonna be older too. And like, it's
Yeah.
I don't know if her robot's gonna be the same or different. You
It
know,
is. Well, you
it was
in
different.
the last scene, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
you're just saying you're asking that question before you
I
saw
think I
it.
was asking that question to you or someone
Yeah,
beforehand. But yeah, it was cool to see them all.
so beautiful. Here you go. Again, the textures with the dios having like the smooth, like brick wall texture, and then that crumpled. The way that light hits there is just the texture of this is just beautiful. I love
Yeah,
that.
I like the rim light on Miles up there.
Mhm.
Just the tone overall. I like
Yeah,
the way that they kind of did that.
it
So
really makes the characters pop because of like how cool blue this is, and they've got like pops of red, and like you said, that rim light helps them stand out. Shooting dark figures on dark backgrounds is always a challenge. But,
yeah, and it's always interesting because like we as the people who edit our photos and stuff, we always have the liberty to kind of decide what that looks like. Whereas in comic books and stuff, you're always seeing Spider-Man's suit like this bright red,
yeah.
and you don't always see it in like these like darker tones.
Mm-hmm.
This is one we saw too.
Yeah, another. It's Danny May, 88 LBC, also in the top 10. So we'll talk about that later. Karen May Martin.
She's awesome. She does some cool stuff.
She really does. This is awesome, man.
Yes.
This
probably
would have been in my top 10.
Mm-hmm.
My personal top 10.
The spot fit. Did you say you have all these Marvel Legends figures?
Yeah.
For the movie? Yeah, that spot figure. If I was to get one, I think I would get that one.
It's great. The proportions of them are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually want to get another one and then paint them reverse, like at the end of the movie, kind of black with white, and actually do like scribbles on the design. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, just all these. It's funny. She posted this, and I came across it, and I said, "Hey, just so you know, we've got this little toy photo challenge. You should submit." So
nice.
Selfishly,
it's unfortunate that it wasn't chosen, Paul, but it's all good, man. Like this.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
What is she using here? Like, what are these accessories from? Are they
just like the mini brands or the
Oh, okay. Mini brands.
You can go and you can buy. They've got like the shopping, racks and stuff with different foods. So I think that's what it is. But
that's awesome.
I mean, obviously the scale is not all correct with these things, but you get the vibe of what she's going for. It's so good. I love that.
I dig it.
Here you go. Some more crossovers, and this time we actually have Lego and Spider-Man.
Oh,
Build Robots.
That's super cool.
Isn't that fun? And Build Robots is also submitted to.
I always forget that with Lego, you are building your dioramas. I think the last time I walked into a Lego store, I remember seeing just all these different type of buildings, and like you can just essentially put them side by side and like create neighborhoods.
Yeah. I've got a couple friends who have several of those and have made like a whole street, and
it's cool, man. Like I always forget that you could do that, and I should do some Lego shots.
Yeah, you should. But also cool just seeing, we'll go back real quick, all these, the angle of this shot and how wide it is. It's nice having that type of scale.
Exactly.
So you can have these things and make a larger scene, even though it's not as many pieces or not as big. Yeah, this is just fun too. Just bringing in crossing over into the Transformers world as well. Awesome shot. X-Wing Pilot 54, another beautiful Miles shot with a sweet little mailbox 3D prints. Oh yeah, there we go. Here you go. This is also, we were talking about mixing physical props with Digirama. Also, right here, you've got some nice big extreme set pieces, but also some physical 3D printed finished props here. Again, going back and just like all those things work well together and help make this scene feel different from the shot than it actually is in like real person.
Yeah, what's great is there's just so many options for people too. Like you were saying, extreme sets is affordable way for people to get a diorama or background or whatever.
And they're not a sponsor, by the way. We don't have sponsors.
Yeah. And like 3D printing stuff, obviously too. I mean, we've talked about Dwayne using 3D printers.
Yeah, Grime City.
Taking advantage of.
Awesome.
Oh, is that Grime City?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, his work is great too.
So good. Yeah, I love that. Again, we mentioned how even just filling out your scene, even if it's not in the image.
Mhm.
So right here, you got a little bit of that fence, like that's a physical fence thrown in there, so you can see that. But even these other things on the ground, you don't see,
Yeah.
but they're there. So if you ended up having to go wider, you kind of built that scene out. So you're
Right. It's always like a sort of conflict or whatever when it comes to like wanting to own all these diorama pieces, because storage becomes an issue. But at the same time, the great thing about like physical sets is that you don't have to worry about finding these different assets that have to match the way that you shot your figure or whatever, because you can just focus on how the poses look and all that stuff, or where the lighting's coming from.
Totally awesome shot. Another Miles. This figure, so this is amazing.
Is that the Sentinel one?
Yeah. SK Freshie, I think, also did another post previously. Anyway, either way, so cool.
Very cool.
There you go. Using a little wire.
Oh, there's a sticky tack too.
Yep.
Very important. If you were to have a starter kit for toy photographers, I would say that sticky tack stuff is definitely in the top.
And wire.
Wiring, yeah, whatever wire you guys decide to use.
Yeah. This is cool too. This is a great example of, if you look, it looks like they're just kind of in the kitchen or pantry or something like that. But because you're shooting fairly shallow and just the size of this, it's a shallow depth of field. Yeah. It's nice that everything back there kind of just blends into one big blur. Yeah. But you have nice contrast in the shadows and highlights. So you don't necessarily have to even have like a crazy dio. You can set something up like this or go outside and shoot on the pavement, and you can get some really great shots.
That's honestly what I did like when I was beginning it, like, because I thought the aesthetic for toy photography was like a blurred background, and like that was like the end all be all, that's the greatest thing you ever did kind of situation, but like, I mean, it works to your advantage, especially if you don't have like a background, a diorama to really convince you that they're in, like I was saying earlier, like in that scene. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like it almost works like in the opposite way sometimes too, where like you create such a detailed set with like the physical props and things like that, and you're actually building, you built a diorama, and then you go to take your photo, and then you do a super shallow depth of field, and then all that stuff just gets erased. Right. Like there's also that aspect, which I think when I do photos, like there's certain reasons why I will do, like I choose a type of effect that I want in terms of like if something's very much in focus, or do I even, like, if I don't have a background at all for like this thing that I want to do, I'm shooting top down, angled, so that I don't have to worry about that. I'm just, and it's, I would say that aesthetic of like a top down doesn't always work for everything, and all that. And I think, it kind of depends, but a lot of times that's what I do. And I rarely will shoot upwards, because there's nothing I can put up here that, will, unless it's like the opposite, where you're doing a Spider-Man shot and he's like in the air, and then you're shooting. Right. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. But that's what I do when I try to decide what kind of lens, what type of,
I know what you mean. You take all those into consideration, I think. Especially if you want to be efficient. Here's another version of SK Freshie. Shot we kind of already talked about.
Wider shot. Yep.
Yeah, but still good. I don't even know what Miles this is. But
hey, Paul.
Looks awesome. Oh, there we go. Our guest judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we decided to jump in and just kind of start going through them and just talking about them. Give everybody a little bit of a minute to see their photo. So, is this from the video game?
Honestly, I have no idea, dude. Like, is this is Spider-Man 2099 though, right? It's like some kind of version of his suit, right?
Oh, maybe, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I said I looked at Miles. I didn't know that was a version of Miles, but I guess it's 2099. I don't know. Looks cool though.
I don't think that's Miles. Yeah, no. That's
no, it would be 2099 for sure.
Yep. I think it's just some kind of variant color option from some comic book that I've never read or heard of.
Same. I like the posing is nice, and then also just the background colors are complementary. That's cool.
Yep.
Another
That's
SK freshie.
that's another instance where it's like if you don't have a background, just shallow depth of field and boom.
Exactly.
You have
right.
a aesthetically nice photo. You know what I mean?
Look at
This is
this one.
cool. Oh yeah, that's a great effect.
Check this out. I bet. Yeah.
Oh
Look at that.
wow.
Split
Oh,
the
that's so
figure.
smart.
That's clever.
That's
Wow.
and he's probably using like the what's that sand? Kinetic sand
Yes, it
stuff
is
so
for
that
sure.
it's holding the
There you go.
shape and yeah, there it is. That's really good.
That's cool, man. That's clever. That's a
That is.
really
And it they chose like the right angle to show that too because it's like
it foreshortens. Yeah.
exactly it foreshortens miles and he does look I mean he's obviously like ripped in half to go through that, but
Action figure snaps, killing it again. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Also, that Sentinel Miles is I'm just gonna keep singing its praises.
Are
It's so good.
those arm attachment thing that comes with the figure, right? But for some reason it looks like it's powdered with something and more sandy looking
Cheeto
for some
dust?
reason. Yeah, a little bit.
Looks like I'm glad they did the color correction because that helps make it feel like it's correct with the actual sand. Dude,
Yeah.
that's really nice. Nice job, action figure snaps. And fun seeing like pictures of Sandman.
Oh, this is cool. What the
Nick's Toys Picks, another amazing photographer. This is awesome. Again, going back and just really emphasizing the whole comic aesthetic.
Yes.
It's really nice. And taking the figures and putting them in these dynamic poses.
I like the woo, like going
having
down.
Yeah, there you go.
The side.
Right? Having to go through and shoot each one. It's like one of the other things we discussed with the top 10.
Compositing.
The compositing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh, here you go. Love that.
Oh, nice. Look at those. Storyboarding it out with the sketches.
Oh, yeah, that's right. His little brother, Leonardo da Victor, sketched up the poses. And then he took those poses as
that's very cool.
Inspiration.
Nice.
Nick's Toy Picks does great stuff.
Nice, Nick.
Yeah, this is really nice. And then also
I like the subtle, like shimmery, like glowiness to it too.
It's nice.
Like something about it gives it more of like that atmosphere, like New York City, like haze almost.
Yeah, haze. That's beautiful and nice. Here's a good example. This is what Iwatu does too for these types of
for sure.
Putting in kind of like a little the side
to get the right ratio in there, the original ratio, I guess.
It's so good. Here's another SK Freshie, another cool shots. We've already talked about like 10 of yours. This is fun seeing another Spider-Man and Deadpool crossover. That's hilarious. Ben Reilly.
Yeah. I'm assuming, is that like a custom hoodie, sleeveless hoodie thing, or does that come with a figure?
It might be with one of the figures. I don't recall if like Mafex did one or if
I know Mafex is. I don't know if it's come out yet, but they did announce one.
They announced. That's right. Maybe that's what I saw. I don't know either way. But Toy Mirth, really funny, good expressions. It's always fun to use Deadpool in different shots because he can like just transcend different scenarios and crossover.
Yep.
With nice different universes, I suppose. So this is fun. Nice posing on both of these guys. SK Freshie, man. This is why we have so many. Jay-Z Jordan, another
took advantage of this
challenge. I appreciate it.
Jay-Z Jordan, nice.
Jay-Z Jordan, crushing it. This is
look at that pose. Like that's really cool, impressive actually of the figure to be able to get that.
Yeah.
Did he use like any wiring and stuff for the Spider-Man, like the Peter B. Parker one?
I don't know. I'm curious about that too. Surely it's not just.
It does not. Oh, there it is. Like, okay, I was gonna say, like, wow, that's impressive.
I've done that before, where you are able to hide a wire like that, or the shot that I did. Since I'm shooting top down, I actually had some like clear pillars that were holding the characters up, just to give a little bit more support. But that's a really clever way where you can actually take those and do kind of like ACBA technique.
Yeah,
where you're just hiding it and being creative. Yeah, this is a nice setup. Look at those walls too. Those look beautiful.
Yeah, I really need some like city wall / like, I don't know, alleyway type of things. Yeah, like I'm so jealous of like the Rico. Wait, do you have one of those? No, you don't.
Oh, Ricochet.
Rico, yeah, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Ricochet. Yeah. Rico CH.
Wait, do you have one of his?
I don't. Tom
Okay.
does.
Tom does. Tom does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I see someone using his Dio, I'm just like, man, I'm so jealous.
Love these really strong, like just silhouettes and the shapes. Those are
Mhm.
nice. This is very like it. Yeah, this is kind of like the first place winner where we take and looking at kind of like the balance, opposing shapes, kind of mirroring in symmetry.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. So good. Nice job, Jay Z. Chava Fernando.
Ooh, got some practical effects going
Fernando
on.
Chavarria.
Fernando.
Yep. Another contributor to a lot of our challenges. Love the Spider Noir. I just got a wired jacket or trench coat for my figure, and it completely changes the figure. I love it.
Oh, yeah. There's so much more range for that figure to move around.
Yeah.
Especially with that, but this is cool. It's a cool, like, just the setting in general. Like, it feels very noirish.
Does. Yeah.
Especially with this little Rubik's Cube now.
Love the color. Yeah, I love that color in there too. Could have done that in black and white, but it really.
But it's the rain.
Yeah. And I think that rain's natural too, from what I remember seeing from the BTS, but they're great portrait.
Yeah.
Ooh, another nice.
Another Tobey Maguire.
That's a nice little classic pose. You know, sometimes for me, I try to overthink things and like, okay, what can I do that makes this shot different or the character different? But sometimes just having a nice classic pose.
Yeah, the thing I love about this is like it's done outdoors. Like maybe he was walking around outside and he just like saw that corner and was like, you know what, it'd be really cool right there, putting my Spider-Man figure there, and But
yeah,
I kind of I don't know if you still do that when you're walking around outside. You see like these little worlds that your toys could live in or something. Like I used to do that a lot in the very beginning.
I don't carry around figures with me. I just like, oh, that would be cool. Oh well.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shoot inside. Yeah, nice little pose and like overall like all this negative space up here. I think actually works pretty nicely. Lost in Translation. Jules was in
Jules
top 10.
Dope shot.
Amazing. Oh, look at that. There's Grimes City right there. So maybe this is Grimes Dio.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, he does. I know she's done some stuff, or he's done some stuff for her.
Okay, maybe she just slapped on the sticker in post.
Oh, is that what happened?
That's what it is.
Maybe.
Nice shout out though. Grimes City is amazing. Yeah, well, we talked about that one extensively.
We got another Legends.
I like that. I like this one better than the other one actually. The running pose. That's cool.
Got some Funko Pop action in here.
Knocked it out. SK Freshies working hard for the Figment 5. Love that.
He's getting all of his Spider-Man toy. There's another one he's getting. Wait, is this he colored it or like desaturated it?
Is that what it is?
I think so, because that's not a figure that exists.
Oh.
That's the Tobey Maguire SHF one, but in the Spider-Man 3 color.
You're right.
There it is.
I love
that's cool how you could just do that, and I feel like Takahashi could easily do that, where they just use the same figure and then just like turn it black.
Hasbro would. For sure. It's an easy way to make use of your bucks in the cost.
For sure.
Tiny Epic, we talked about this one also in Paul's top 10. Really cool.
Really cool perspective.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hobie, man. Hobie was like one of the outstanding, I would say, made his way into this competition, and there were a lot of different shots with this figure.
Yes.
Definitely beloved after that movie.
I mean, all the poses that you can get, you typically wouldn't see Spider-Man doing, but I think that's I forget whose page it was on Instagram, but I saw all the different poses that he was doing with it, and man, it just looks so good. He got all the rocked out poses and stuff.
Nice little background, hand painted.
That's nice.
This guy's so beefy too.
Rhino.
You kind of just balance him, right?
I think that's the Marvel Select one.
Oh, okay.
That's a great figure, by the way. Like old school. Marvel Select was always good with like their bigger figures.
Yeah.
And I always loved like the bigger ones.
It's nice. Love it. Great job, Brownie Jacob.
So Trevor's here too.
Trevor,
what's up, man?
How's it going, guys? I can't see who all's here because I'm
Trevor, are you going to SDCC? I think you mentioned that you were trying to maybe get a badge or something, but
Man, I
anyway.
love this. Alan, this shot, Alan Rappa, also great work.
Mm-hmm.
I love
I
the
like the framing
of
on that.
It's so good.
Yeah, that's
Man,
nice.
I'm excited. I think Jason Schwartzman was like the best actor for Spot, because it's like this
Who is
movie.
that? I don't know who. For some reason, who's that again?
He's in a ton of Wes Anderson films. Like Bottle Rocket was maybe the first time I saw him. But he voiced, you recognize him. He's got like dark rim glasses. Just check that out later. But he's hilarious. Okay. Lots of these in the same sense as the other photo. Lots of these little minis work so well.
Yep.
It's so fun. I love it, dude. Alan does great work, and I love that framing.
I wonder if other companies will make a Spot figure, because that's another reason why I was like, if I was to get a Marvel Legends, I might get that one, because I don't know if other companies will make it.
Yeah, I would think so at some point. I didn't realize that's cool seeing it in motion, because right here, the walls all blued out are the windows, but it's because it's like flashing like police lights.
Oh,
that's interesting. It's cool seeing it in kind of moving.
You're right.
Nice job, Alan.
It looks like a blue wall, right?
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
Tommy, my nerdy obsessions.
Oh, hey Tommy, what's up?
Yo. That's great. The
Hot Toys.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Is that what the shoes look like on the Hot Toys one? It's not even like color blocked to be the right Jordan shoe.
I don't know. I think Trevor could tell us, but
it looks like I mean, I'm assuming that's the default stock one that they come with. Obviously, it's not going to have the Nike logo on it,
right?
Swoosh, but I thought the color blocking would at least be correct, but
a little bit more accurate.
Yeah.
Either way, nice pose. I love that.
Yeah. Oh, the drawing in there. That's cool.
And going outside. I mean,
it really helps. Yeah, I think he really like got the scaling right in terms of like how low you had to get to help with that. But
I love that.
That's cool.
Nice job.
It's a cool
dude.
little moment.
I love that Miles is an artist as well. This is another cool
Miles swinging through the city.
Pose. Nice, the chromatic aberration in that background, even on the webs, it looks really cool. I just love the overall aesthetic.
Yeah, the colors and all that stuff look good.
So fun. Pseudo. Cool.
Astro. That's a fun little mashup. So fun.
He met the criteria with one Spider-Man figure. And then 5
This is a turtle shot with Spider-Man in it.
It is. I'm down with it, man. I love that. That's so good.
Oh man, I know it's not Spider-Man, but like those old school NECA turtles, man, I feel like those are like grails.
Yeah.
Do you have those?
I don't. I've stayed away from the original just because I've got way too many lines that I'm collecting for turtles. So
yeah, I doubt NECA will come out with those specific ones again, but
you never know.
You think?
Yeah.
Actually, no, they totally would, wouldn't they? I mean, in terms of like allowing the fans to get the figures that they want, I feel like they would be cool about that.
That's really nice. I love that. No, there's the BTS. Oh, this is cool. So Waltman 1987. Just the caption, borrowed a Spider-Man figure from my great nephew for this one. It was one of the 10-inch limited articulations. Isn't that cool to like just take that and just do a portrait, but try to do something, to make it a little beyond what it is? Like,
that's actually pretty cool. Like, you're right. In terms of like photographers, or like we would walk past this kind of figure in the aisle, you know what I mean? But like, maybe that's a cool challenge too. Like down the road, like a figure. Or did we do something like that?
We kind of did that.
Yeah, I guess we kind of did.
Cheap toys or
unsung
toys, maybe.
But you're right. I think it in a lot of ways, like some figures can look so much better just by the right lighting and all that stuff,
true.
because the sculpt could be there, and maybe it's not great like it doesn't have great articulation, or the paint job on it is not great, but like, yeah, I feel like you could still make any figure super cinematic.
Yeah, that would be a fun challenge. We should think about that again and see if there's other ways to do it. SK Freshie coming in with like their 38th, maybe. It's cool. So many different Spider. Obviously, they love Spider-Man as much as we do. That's fun. Toy Plus Me. Okay, this is actually the person who won first place. It was not this shot, but it was using Gwen and Miles. So just showing how you're using like a screen to do the lighting. This is
looks like it's light painting,
long exposure light painting. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's nice.
That's cool. I like the colors on that.
Me too.
This is fun.
This is fun.
I've seen those Spider-Man skateboards in Target.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's cool, man. It reminds me of Tech Decks when I used to collect those as a kid, and I don't know, something about skateboards and like the cool artworks on the bottom of them. But then to like actually be able to use them with toys. I haven't done any skateboard photos, I don't think.
But I don't think I have either. That might be a fun one.
Yeah.
I like all the stuff they added here.
The graffiti and
effects,
and stuff. Yeah.
That's awesome. JL draws. Love, that's so vibrant. I love color. And this is nicely done. So you're not competing with the background, so the figure really stands out. You got a nice strong silhouette. I like that a lot. Ooh, Venom this time. SK Freshie. Brian G photo. Brian G photo. It's funny every time we see YANG together. I think Young, my last name.
BR Young photo.
Yeah, BR Young photo. This is nice. Something different too. I like this. It's a little pin.
You think it's like, it is light painting.
It's light painting, but also there's like a little Spider-Man pin.
Yeah. As like a shield, I guess. That's cool.
Light painting is a lot of fun. I want to try to do it some more. Yeah, cool little pose. Obviously, you're using that wire that we talked about as well. Keeping it simple. I like that. Really vivid. Really stood out when you're like scrolling through all the submissions. Just that really intense background. This is silly. So the idea of them controlling the mech.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's pretty hilarious. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. They're in the plane right here. Ultraman.
I don't know anything about Ultraman or I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't know anything about Ultraman. But
I love all the posing and everything going on here, though. I can appreciate that.
No spiders.
Yeah, I don't know, but this is either hand built or it's got to be. It looks like it.
Yeah, it does look like clay or something like that.
It's impressive. Yeah, that's cool. Like basically using two shots. Look at that, just painted cardboard, man. It's amazing what you can get away with. You don't have to go crazy. Man, nice posing.
It just reminds me of like people just playing, like or like what a kid would do in terms of wanting to make their own story or video, like movie. Like they'll take like at least back in the day, like a recorder or something like that, and just go ham on creating props and various things like that.
That's fun. Gabalda, another great photographer, very creative. Nice work with that one. Toy Fanatic. This is what's great about Hobie. You can do so many different scenarios, as we've seen, where he's obviously playing the guitar, but then you can kind of build that out, and some people may not have noticed, but these are all Spider Men or Spider people. That's nice.
Yes, for sure. I love that. Love the crowd full of Spider-Man. The colors too, like the lights that you would typically see at concerts and things like that, and just choosing like the right tones for it.
I like Bagman. That's fun.
Fantastic Bagman. Did you pick up that figure?
I did not, but I've been looking at maybe grabbing it, but I don't necessarily need it, but it looks great. Oh, that's a great way to, again, having that being hidden by the camera. It's back there, but it's being obstructed by the actual subject. That's very clever. Nice job, Toy Fanatic. Another one. Oh, this is so cool too.
All these, look at the details and everything that they sort of set up for this.
Yeah, all the posters, Goonies, Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam, Guns N' Roses, Return of the Jedi. That's awesome. Man, it's just so fun having props where you can do stuff like that.
And that.
Yep. SK Freshie. Bringing all of them together. Love that. Coral Pulse. We
another one we talked about.
We went over that one. This is where we were talking about individually shooting all of them and compositing is a ton of work.
Mm-hmm.
Another one by Toy Fanatic. Oh, cool, man. He's got some
what are those cats?
You can buy them. Funny. Is like a little pack, I think. But they're really fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Biff back there. That's hilarious. Mm-hmm. Whatever this vehicle, that's pretty awesome.
Dang. Freaking every time I see a City Dio looking thing, brick walls, I'm just like, dude, I freaking want one of those.
Yeah, you do.
I just need one. Can you make one for me, dude?
Sure. Yeah. You might get it in 4 years, but here's another one by Toy Fanatic. Mighty Lens 7. I think also had several Spider-Punk shots. This is a great perspective. I like that.
It's like you're at the concert and you're like right there with your phone.
At low angle. Like, oh man, that'd be cool if you actually took this photo and then put it on like a phone screen. And then you could take the same photo here and blur it out and have like holding up. That could be kind of fun.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Nice job, Mighty Lens. Also in the top 10 here. Actually, I think this was Paul's number 2 pick.
Yes.
So nice to see the diversity of shots. It's nice.
What was that? Was that a flashlight?
Yeah. Yeah. Geeky Fresh.
I think that should be the challenge.
Using
you can only use your flashlight. It's the only way you're allowed to light your photo.
Yeah. I guess we need to figure out what the next challenge will be, because we've got 3 other ones we know we're going to do. So I love Prowler, man. Geeky Fresh. This is a great pose. I like that you're focusing on Prowler versus Miles. Great figure. Toy Migos, ACBA, shout outs back here. That's nice.
Yep.
Great pose. Another one by Geeky Fresh. Looks like they beat the jumpsuits. What are they called? Jumpsuit
Mafia dudes.
Mafia, yeah.
I don't remember. I don't even know who they are. Are they from?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know where they're from.
They're from Daredevil.
Oh, okay.
At least these figures here were specifically from the Daredevil show.
Gotcha.
No, Hawkeye.
Oh, it is Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, I'm sorry.
I think I do remember that.
This is
Gosh, we look like noobs up here.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of are, I guess. I am capturing something. This is pretty fun. I like it's cool whenever you take something like this where it's a pretty simple shot, but then build around it. Make this look like it's an actual cover. That's really cool.
Yeah. And you rarely like have a figure looking directly at the camera too.
Mm-hmm.
So it really gives that like front cover of the magazine vibe.
Yeah, I like that. I'm capturing something. A Epic Tale. Here you go. We're talking about that really shallow depth of field. So then that background. I bet this is. Oh, look at that.
What in the world? I never would have thought to use that as anything.
Right.
But that's cool.
It works.
It's almost like. Yeah, if I had never seen the background or the behind the scenes for that, you would think that it's like in an alleyway or something.
Yeah, this is like a cable management under the desk or something, like a little net.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious. Oh, that's nice.
Or no, is it?
I
don't know what that is, but
yeah, I think it's where you're running your cables and stuff.
Yeah.
Desk, but that's cool from a Pick Toy Tail. Like that editing, the toning is really nice. Yimbo. This was number 10. I remember.
Yimbo.
Cool shot. Awesome figure. Need to get another one by Yimbo. Ooh, I like that. That Gwen is beautiful.
Is that the
There you
SHF
go.
one?
Using that, yeah, I think so. Using the, like you were saying, the rim light.
Yep,
Like
help
bringing those.
blend the scene together a little bit.
Yep. Nice pose too. All right, Toy Plus Me. We'll spend a second on this one since they ended up winning first place. So this one was cool. The thing that we really, I think all three of us really enjoyed is that you're taking kind of two photos and putting them together, but also seeing the relationship between the two. And I just like I think you could probably balance this a little bit in a different way that I would probably prefer. But other than that, just the idea of the emotion through this photo and the setup, I think works really well. And just the color's nice. I like the silhouette here. But I do like seeing a little bit more of the detail in the figure personally.
Yeah, I would agree. Having like a rim light on Miles or something, or at least to get the sculpt on the eyes or something to kind of pop a little bit or something like that would be nice.
Yep. So anyway, that was our winner for the challenge, the robot wig.
Oh, this is cool.
Robot
these
wig
look great.
work is amazing.
Are these Marvel? Those are Marvel Legends.
So again, so much of it is like just the lighting. You can take a good figure and make it better. It looks like he also painted the joints out, maybe.
Yes.
Or,
I feel like there was some. I could be wrong, but it looks like the Tom Holland's eyes or something because they look a little more realistic there. I wish we could get like a closer look at it, but
yeah, maybe just
about
enhance
those
it a
eyes.
little bit.
Yeah.
Either way, I always love robot wigs setups in the background.
Those look very cinematic with the lighting.
Yeah.
Tone and everything as well.
Yep. I hope Robot Wig continues to work or add to our challenges.
We got Machu's.
Machu.
Very cool.
Crushed it with this one. We talked about this one in depth about a lot of these things, so check that out in the other video. SK Freshie again with another fun one. Northern Fred was in the chat during our live stream, and this was one that I just thought was a lot of fun. Like you were saying to one of the other photos, like you can just tell that they had fun setting these shots up.
Yeah, and with characters like Groot and Baby Yoda, like life-size versions of them, it's like even more so because everything is like, your living room becomes like your playground or diorama or whatever.
And you don't have to worry about like changing anything in the room if you don't want
to.
That makes it a lot easier. That's fun using Spider-Man and Venom over here. They're playing with it. I love how Groot is hanging off the bed. That's a really, really, it like captures him perfectly. Nice working with him, Fred. The Geek
more Lego.
Yeah.
I seriously got to get into Lego some more because it's, like I always say, like I want a diorama, and then like you can literally, again, have these play sets that can do that for you. So.
I know, right? This one doesn't look like we have a BTS for it, but obviously it's pretty self-explanatory what we're doing. It looks like there's probably a Digirama or something for the sky. But yeah, there's a ton of different versions. I did not realize, unless maybe some of them could be customs, but I doubt it.
I wouldn't know, but maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fun though. Nice job. Geek cool. Firestar Toys too, I believe. They've kind of built these little custom like positioning, or they're like pieces, body pieces that snap into the torso, so you can have like more dynamic knees bent, like that with Lego figures. So I'm pretty sure that's with Firestar what some of these are, but they're really cool. Love that. Mighty Lens again. That's nice.
Dramatic.
Yeah. Simple. Sometimes you don't even really need a background. Just that black is nice. This one I think was probably my favorite of Mighty Lenses. That's a really nice action pose. A lot of fun.
Oh wow, was that his stand?
I guess
he
so.
just.
And just Photoshop
it or something, or composited it.
That's a lot of work.
That's rad though.
Very cool. Yeah, that's a great pose. Fun figure. Another one, Geek Cool. That's
a custom figure. Has to be, right? I don't think Did they come out with the Lego
think
for this
so.
movie?
I don't think so. I could be wrong though, but either way, that's the ABTS of one of the shots. Oh, for this one. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. Ooh, another great pose. Vin Faith in Nin Game.
Yeah, this is cool.
Maybe they did a collab or something. That's a beautiful.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's like
Oh, so this is Vin
glowy.
Faith's right here.
It feels dreamy. That's what it
It
feels like.
does. It does. So this must be. Oh, they're both his. Both Vin Faiths. I just couldn't tell since it was a collaboration as well. But yeah, the pose is great, and I love just how the edit is on that.
Yeah,
So nice. And the Spider-Punk Luke Photography Walker. Very cool. Look at all these again.
I need to get that figure.
Yeah, you do.
Because I before I saw the movie, I saw like all the figures and I passed on every single one of them.
Right.
And then after the movie, you're just like, man, you know what? I should have picked up that Spider-Punk or whatever.
It's a good one. You got to get it. It's fun. There's a lot of customizing you do to it as well, just to make it even that much better of a figure.
Yeah, I think the sculpt is for sure there. You know, like I don't. It looks like on the boots specifically, like there's more texture than you can see, and I'm sure you could bring some of those details out.
Yeah, all those little accessories, man, they just fill out the scene.
Yeah,
black hair. Yeah,
yeah.
The top 10. That one's a fun
Shout
one.
out Dave.
Dave.
Oh,
Another
cool.
mighty lens. That's cool. Same
I
pose.
love that spotlight.
It's like the same pose as the other one, but just a different approach.
It's like at the finale of that song that he just
dude.
killed the solo on, and he's just like, you know, the lights shut off, and you're just like,
actually, I think I prefer this one.
An uproar of applause.
Yeah, man, that's cool. I like that a lot. This is the geek cool. Another Lego one. This is beautiful. I love how bright and intense it is.
Yeah,
this makes me feel like this actually could have been in the movie, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is fun. Andy's stories, bringing in Michael J. Fox from Marty McFly from Back to the Future. They could be rocking out. It'd be fun to have just a bunch of different people who are musicians and do a photo with all of them.
Like mashup, huge mashup.
That's cool. Nice. Again, using these accessories, like these specific hand poses and stuff, and just to help make the shot more interesting and dynamic. I like.
Looks like they used some fabric or something too for the background.
Yeah.
As like a
backstage or something. This is nice. Look at these head sculpts.
That's a cool.
Wow.
Like a working light.
Yeah, it looks like it. Dang. That's crazy.
That's a really cool warehouse looking situation.
Look at how nice. I mean,
they're all scheming.
It's so cinematic. Let's see if there's anything.
Hey Donald, what's up?
Oh, cool. What's up, Donald? Yeah, Toy Relic. That's a beautiful shot. Love that composition too, and toning. I mean, when you've got a scene this big like Dio, you can get so much depth. That's great.
Yep.
Here's the man himself, Paul Red Dog 5.
Guest judge for our previous live show.
Yeah, I think he actually just sold off this figure.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I think
he's like, let me get into this challenge real quick, and then I'm gonna sell this.
Right. But I think somebody was looking for it, like it was kind of like a complete the piece of the Grail collection. I could be wrong, but that's what I picked up with the post. Paul's always like posting multiple shots with the same kind of setup, and I just love that because there's just so many details you don't see with every photo. And so I had no idea, like these little details here.
Yeah,
it's just fun. You don't always see that stuff. So Paul definitely will take a photo or take a figure and really explore that figure in a session.
Yeah,
it's cool to see.
I was just about to say that. Like, I'm sure Paul looks at all the details and sees like, and he tries to bring them out in like the photos in his exploration and all that.
I love that. That's cool. This K Freshie. We're gonna keep going past old design, dude. Talk about another
stuff.
Amazing photographer. This has got to be a wide lens as well, I would think, because, well, I guess this is also just a giant figure. I think isn't
Yeah,
that?
that's definitely, I think, like a 35 millimeter or something.
Yeah, that's
24.
gorgeous.
I don't know
Golly,
what it
look how
is, but
beautiful.
I love the way he like color corrects or color grades his photos and
Yep.
does his post production stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about his photos that just look like really, really nice.
Yeah, just polished and finished.
Yeah, yeah.
Also leaving it up so you're seeing the entire image, not a crop. That's
Mm-hmm.
really nice. So clean, so crisp. Here, let's real quick. I want to see the. So here's the raw image.
I love doing that too, like showing the raw versus, because like it's the thing, like a lot of people think that, because we'll get the question of like what camera do we use or like what lens we use like all the time,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And a lot of times the photo that you take with that lens or camera doesn't look like what we posted, you know?
Right.
It looks exactly like what he's showing right here.
Yep.
The raw photo. And then yeah, I mean, unless you're using like other presets within the camera itself, but it takes a lot of like, you know, skills in terms of like and knowledge to produce a photo like that. Like,
Right.
so
Right. It's nice. Always great work from Old Designs. Another one from I Am Capturing Something. That's kind of cool. I like the idea of using
giant
a giant chessboard and just kind of playing with a different kind of dio piece, I guess.
This would be great for like an Ant-Man photo in terms of using the scale of the chess pieces and stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Let's see. I think we're getting pretty close to the end here, actually. Sequential Plastic, Zach. What a great dude. Zach's amazing. He's an awesome community member. Really tries to engage with a lot of different photographers. He's got a show Behind the Plastic, and
cool.
yeah, was just a guest on their show. So I think that'll be maybe in a couple of weeks. They're going to post that. But anyway, awesome guys. Jay and Sully as well, co-hosts. But it's always fun seeing how Zach interacts with the community, but then also engages in so many like photo challenges and collaborations. His stuff is really, really good. I would say this is a great shot, but if you go check out his work and see some of the other like creative shots he's done, also been an artist who's included work in our other challenges. But it's really, really impressive stuff he does. So
I love that.
It's a nice, simple shot.
I like the perspective too, because like again, what I was saying previously was like I usually don't do shooting from like below because I don't have anything to cover up my ceiling. But if you use something like, and you think about, you know, okay, we're going to do like a night photo, I just need like a dark background, and then boom, you know, and then you throw in some rain and then it masks it even more. So yeah.
He's saying that he missed out on the practical shot from last month, so he tried to combine it in both of those.
Oh, I see.
That's great. It's cool is like you've got, because of this angle, the way this is falling, it does give kind of a little bit, you've got these leading lines from the brick leading up towards him. Obviously a lot of negative space here to frame out the figure, but then you've got that rain that's kind of pulling your eye upwards. It's really nice. I like that a lot. Nice job, Zach. Here you go.
That's a fun pose right there.
Legendary poser. Another really great toy photographer that does some nice like just build outs of scenes using different dios and accessories and stuff. I think we were talking about, oh, that's awesome. Spider Ham. Did that come with like the SHF version or something? Maybe?
No, not SHF, but I think it comes with the Mofex one.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's cool. I actually used
all
the
three
same
of
setup
them.
and just, oh, that's a great idea. Way to maximize your setup.
I love the little bullet effects.
Those are nice. Which is your favorite?
I think the Gwen, just because the pose is like.
Oh, here you go. Look.
So cool.
See what's going on here?
Is he actually moving it? Whoa. Yeah. Wait, how did he do that?
It's I don't know exactly the setup, but he's got the background is stationary, it looks like, and he's taking the background and pulling it.
Pushing the background and then
Yeah.
pulling the car forward.
Or vice versa. Yeah.
Oh, that's rad.
That's
didn't
kind of,
realize he
that
did
was
that
something I
practically.
worked with the Lego space
Yes.
shot.
Yeah.
Similar, where it's like you're taking it and you're moving part of the scene that you don't want in focus. That's really creative. That's
That is
very, very
awesome.
creative, because you get in this natural motion blur. Dude, I didn't even pay attention, but yeah, you got the front and the back, so the truck doesn't move, so it stays entirely in focus.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Look at that sweet pose. That's just totally a Gwen pose, like specifically
is.
like the foot. Yeah, that one.
Wow. Here you go. This is the other thing why we ask to see BTS, because it gives you a better appreciation of what's going on.
Yep.
Like otherwise, there's so many things that you would think, oh, it's just practice, or it's just done digitally in post or in Photoshop or something like that. But the fact that you're seeing how it's done, it just gives me an even better respect and appreciation for it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool. Nice work. Love that. Very creative.
Great job, legendary poser.
Yep. Digs Figs. I
dig Figs too.
This is exactly. This is another really simple one, but dude, the framing is really nice. I like those colors. This is the comic color, or not comic. What do you call it? The animated cell shaded animated version that Hasbro.
Cell shaded, yeah.
Which I was always curious how those would light. Like the Venom or this one here.
Oh, I feel like the Venom one would look sweet.
Especially when you're bouncing these, like kind of the blue light and the red light.
Yeah.
Cool to see how that would work, but that's a nice pose. This is a really great figure.
Yeah. Looks like they're using like a lot of atmosphere or something in there.
Or maybe they just need to wipe off their camera lens. That's like me a lot of times. I'm like, oh man, my camera's dirty. Just take these shots. Digs Figs, nice pose. Love that. No chewing. Sinti.
That's fun. It just reminds me of people who like have pocket figs and they take them with their they take their figure with them on their travels or just wherever, and then they can just like, you know what? I'm gonna take a photo here because
there you go. Said submission. Still a few hours to submit the photo. The winner gets one of their pins.
Nice.
Shouting it out. Man, man. This is the Royal Palace. That's incredible.
It is.
Great figure to take with you. Nice job. Half-baked plastic. This is really, really nice.
Nice bokeh right there.
Bokeh. Practical bokeh, man. It's beautiful. It's so easy, too. Just don't try to make it into shape.
Christmas tree? No, it's just the Christmas lights.
That's cool. I need to get some webs, some custom webs in different poses and stuff. Figures. This is a nice overall composition, and I like just the natural, what's happening with the bokeh in the background, and just all the depth of field is really nice on this one.
Looks like they added the swoosh on the shoes too.
Oh,
because it doesn't come with.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Good eye.
You know those effect parts that some of the figures come with. They have like some of them are like white, and then you take the hand off and you put it at the wrist peg, and then you put it in. I wish like they made that part invisible or like the same color as like the wrist peg.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but that's just like a nitpicky thing.
Yeah, it's hard at this scale too, because obviously this is supposed to be coming out of his wrist, but it's hard at that scale to
it is.
Make sure it doesn't break. But yeah, I agree.
Actually, I could just paint it probably.
Yeah,
if I was to do that.
Oh, here's the worst one.
I feel like I've seen this one before.
Yeah. So here's my shot. This one was a lot of fun because I wanted to bring in a lot of the figures from the Marvel Legends line, and so I ended up getting a majority of them into this shot. There's actually just that spot is not here, but I did buy like the big beefy cyborg Spider Woman down here, and that one's it's crazy figure.
I just realized you use bubble wrap.
Yeah, dude.
That's such a good idea in terms of like that honeycomb cellular look to it, or like the halftone, whatever.
You know what's funny? I actually was trying different things out, different like crumpled black paper, just to try to break up that background, and didn't know what to do. And I found a small piece of bubble wrap, but it actually had hexagonal shapes in it. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. This is perfect. And so I just stuck that underneath there just to test it. I'm like, that's amazing. I don't have another piece like that, but I will go find like this giant sheet that I have. And it ended up working. And
Nice.
because it's in the background, I wasn't as concerned about it. So I just put it back there.
Nice
and then
texture.
What's really cool is you can also see, it kind of looks like a halftone texture on top. So what that is, right here above the bubble wrap, it's one of those light diffuser inserts that go on like a fluorescent tube.
Oh, yeah.
Light. And so it just kind of diffuses that. And it's got kind of like these little diamond shapes in it.
Like yeah.
And
That's
so
sweet.
kind of like stacking those different textures really gave me kind of that feel that I was going for. And so what's great is I didn't actually have to do any kind of post like halftone type thing. And again, you know, you can sit here and the more you look at it, you're like, oh, that's just bubble wrap. But when you first see it, I want that to kind of be there to break up that texture, or to add texture, I should say. But then eventually you look at it like, oh, here's some popped bubbles. You know, here's some, because you know what it is.
Right.
But it is kind of amazing how you can just fool the eye with doing some of that. But I was studying the kind of that the multi-plane technique, using that plexiglass like a lot of other people are using for their Spidey shots. And,
yeah, that's super cool.
Is awesome. So much fun. And the one thing I will say that I haven't actually shared yet is the other thing I wanted to push with this is this tape. So this is it's like I think it's a reflective tape. So it would be like a tape that you would find, or I guess the material you would find on like a stop sign or a road sign.
Yeah.
That when you shine your headlights, it just like illuminates.
Yeah.
So what happens is
3M or something. No, maybe not 3M exactly, but
I just found this like on Amazon or something. But you basically, if the light, what's cool is like the light has to be like from your eyes if you're looking at it, and your headlamps are facing in the same direction, like basically the same point as eye level, then it bounces straight back. So if this, for instance, when I set it up, I have a light that I don't know if you can see. It's just a little Lytra light right here that's right by the lens. So because it's right by the lens, it's bouncing to that tape and then bouncing right back to the lens, which makes it light up. If I take that light and move it somewhere else, then it doesn't do the same. Yeah, it doesn't do the same thing. So it was interesting, like trying to play with that and figure out what worked. And I was able to mount it right next to the lens. But this is all like I did not enhance the intensity of this tape, and that really made this shot for me like. I was like, oh, that's really amazing how just using a different material can make it just really shine. So yeah, this one was a fun one. This was the last shot. Unfortunately, I did not win or make the top 10, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really top 10 worthy though, is it? Like,
Probably not. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with myself. So yeah.
No.
Amazing shots. Tons of great people that were contributing to it, and like I said, just wanted to go through and chat about it because we do this anyway. So
yes, thank you everybody for submitting. We hope you had fun doing it. It was cool to see. Yeah, it was cool to see. We'll probably announce the next challenge in a couple days.
Yeah.
So
do we want to try to do like a 2-week window? 1 week? What do you want?
2 week, 1 week, maybe 1 week. I mean, we love that you guys submitted them, but I mean, there was like, wait, how many submissions do we have?
84.
Yeah, 84. That's a lot.
So a lot of those were some BTS, and also some were, multiple photos from the same person. So maybe we can also just request one submission per artist. That might be helpful too. But
yeah, and we also, I mean, we don't know if like those photos were all brand new photos either, right? Maybe do you know if people tagged previous Spider-Man photos and just entered that way?
I think most of them were new.
Okay.
At least based on when they were uploaded and kind of the order in which I found them. But other than that, yeah, it would be cool to kind of just work, kind of figure out how to streamline this a little bit more. But other than that, it's just great to see. So
Yes.
nice.
Agreed.
Well, cool. It's fun to chat with you again, and looking forward to the next one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks
So-
everybody who stopped by. I know we went
Yeah,
live
proceed.
kind of impromptu-ish, but it's good to see you guys have some notifications on or however you found it. So
Exactly. Yeah, either way, it's awesome. So we love you guys. You're an awesome
Yep.
community, and thanks for having a little fun with the
Yep.
Figment 5. So
Cool.
all right.
All right.
We'll see you later.
Yep. Hope you have a good weekend, guys.
All right. Thanks.
Peace.